Welcome to Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here at White County High School with a trio of the Lady Warriors standout players. So we have Naomi Roberts, a senior, Maci Shelnut, senior, and Kylie Watkins, star sophomore as well. Girls, thank you very much for your time here on Blitz. Really appreciate it. So Naomi, we're going to start with you. This team in the midst of a 10-game win streak. You're 10-1 overall in the season. What is it like going through? I mean, a lot of teams don't get an opportunity to win that many games in a row. When you've been able to piece it together night in, night out, and in the midst of a 10-game win streak, what does that feel like as far as from a confidence standpoint for this team?
It's crazy. Like, seeing us from the summer till now, we've all put in a lot of work. So individually and as a team, just seeing us all being able to piece those skills and things together, it's crazy. And I feel like on a confidence level, I feel like we're more confident now because we know what we can do.
Yeah.
But we're not overly confident to where we're like, oh, we're going to come in here and win. We always are thinking, Coach Davenport always says, win the next possession. Yeah. So that's always in the back of your mind, win the next possession. So.
Yeah, and so I was able to be at the Habersham Central game when you played them there at their place, and just like what you're talking about, that confidence, knowing that you can come back. You were never totally out of the game, even though some people may have thought that, and then you battle back at the end and get the win. And on that note, this team, Maci, has gone 7-0 away from the home court, so you haven't really played in front of the home fans very much yet. What has that been like, kind of taking on that term, literally, because y'all are the Warriors, so the road Warriors, so to speak, going 7-0 away from here?
It's nice. It's always fun to win an away game because all the fans are normally against you. Yeah. They don't want to be like cheering for you, so you're always having battle with the fans. But he always tells us it's inside the court.
Yeah.
The game is inside the court, not outside the court.
Yeah.
So it's very good to win an away game. It's very fun.
And I think I would think it prepares you for playoff atmosphere as well, and region tournament type settings where, again, it's pretty hostile sometimes. In basketball especially, because they're so close to you guys in the action. So sometimes I'm like, man, I hope they're not hearing what they're yelling up there. Kylie, for you, this is kind of a breakout season for you as a sophomore, starting to really get your name out there over the summer leading up to this year. But what's it like being on a team that has so much talent up and down the roster? And it's not just seniors leading this team, but sophomores like yourself that are stepping up and everyone in between.
It's really nice how each person on our team is a different piece on our team. Like, everyone gives something, and it's really cool how it doesn't matter what grade you're in, but everyone helps us win. Doesn't matter if you're on the court or cheering on the bench. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Every grade helps. Everyone
I've talked to about this White County team has just said it's unreal how when you cycle in, bench players or whatever, the next wave, it's like 4 or 5 at a time. Yeah. So not many teams have that kind of depth or confidence in those younger players to just go out there. So Naomi, for you, kind of going back to quick start, at this point you're number 2 in the state. Again, 10-1 overall right now, unbelievable on the road and of course at home. It's sometimes easy for some teams to get caught up in that hype. Is this something that you all have sort of embraced? Do you talk about it at all? Do you try not to get caught up in it? Do you have to worry about remaining humble or focused?
I think we all know we're number 2, but it still feels like we're at the bottom because we still have to fight every game. Yeah. Like, our region, we got a hard region and we got a hard classification, so we're always fighting, and we still want to be number 1. But even when we're number 1, it's still going to feel like we're down here. Yeah. It's a dogfight every night. So I just think at practice we're constantly reminding each other you got to push yourself, because against these teams in our region, that's not going to fly. So we're just constantly pushing each other.
Yeah, so it sounds like humbleness isn't an issue because you all view it that you have to earn it every single night. So that's awesome. Maci, this team is one, like most around here, has very high expectations. I mean, girls basketball in this area of the state is unbelievable, noting the region that you just talked about too. So what are the team goals and expectations for this year that this group is taking on?
We definitely want to make it to the state playoffs, but I think as a team, we want to win region so bad, and we are very much capable of winning region. We just have to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, and a lot of teams have monikers or slogans or mottos. What are 1 or 2 of the ones that y'all have?
We have the little 3 Ps, and it's play hard, play fast, and play together.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, and then 120, give 120% all the time.
Okay.
And then rent's due. It's time to pay up.
Time to pay up. I love that. All right. Yeah, you got some big games on the schedule coming up too. So Kylie, kind of talk about this has already been hinted at by all of y'all so far, but the region is unbelievable because you have Wesleyan just taking down Lumpkin County in overtime, and of course that was like a state title game kind of feel to it. Yeah. You guys are in the state title mix at this point as well. What is it like being in this gauntlet of a Region 7 AAA?
Yeah, I think, 4 of the top 5 teams in the state are in our region.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but I think it pushes us to just work hard and practice every day. Like, it doesn't matter who we're playing, just preparing for all of our hard games against this region.
Yeah, and worth mentioning, Dawson County, also a top 10 team, so it's unbelievable top to bottom.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Kylie, this is going to prepare this team for those playoff games, when you get to experience this now?
Just the fact that we're playing the best teams in the state, I think it's preparing us to, when we do go to state, doesn't matter if we're playing home or away, we know we're capable of winning no matter who it is.
Yeah. All right, so last question for you, and then you're sort of done, so you can take a deep breath. But again, going back to this summer, your name starts getting a lot of attention in the recruiting arena. Talk about what that process has been like for you. How are you kind of filling this out? Are you enjoying that process? Are you sort of stressing over the attention that you seem to keep getting?
I think it's cool whenever, coaches invite me to things or ask me to come to camps or whatever, but I don't know.
You just want to play basketball,
right? I don't try to get caught up in it. I just keep going along with what I'm doing.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. It's all going to take care of itself. So, and now that kind of goes to my next question for y'all too, is that you are looking at the opportunity to pursue your academic and athletic career at the next level. So, Naomi, for you, just getting to sign, at the time we're taping this, just yesterday, you got to sign with Emmanuel College. So, what was it about Emmanuel that made you feel like this is where I belong and willing to sign?
Well, on my first visit, I went, and it was my very first college visit, pretty much anywhere. And so, I guess you could say official visit or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I walked in, I was nervous, and so I didn't really know how I felt. And then I went on a bunch of other college visits, and I was like, man, this is really, Emmanuel was the one that I just really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
And, you got to be indecisive. So I went back on a second visit to watch a practice. And after that, I was like, I pretty much knew, but it's just, making the decision it's like a big decision. So it took me another week or two to make the decision. But once I texted Coach Bono and was like, I'm ready to commit, it just felt, I was like, this is where I could see myself on campus. I could see myself in the dorm. I got along great with the team. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of a fit. So.
Were you glad to go ahead and get that done so you can enjoy the rest of your senior year without having to worry about that?
Personally, yes, just because it was so stressful, and travel ball too.
Yeah. Going
out there and knowing they're watching me, they're trying to recruit me, and being like, I have to play so good. It was really stressful for me, and sometimes it'd get to me and I'd play horrible, but I'm glad to be committed and know I don't have that pressure on my shoulders anymore.
Yeah, now you can just go out and enjoy the final ride here at White County. So, Maci, for you, again, athletically gifted to be able to play at the next level. Mm-hmm. Georgia Southern, I know, has offered you in track and field. So, what is it in that process? Where are you kind of at this moment? What are you looking at time-wise as far as making a decision?
So I do have to make a decision soon, but it's still a big decision, and it's so hard to make, but it's exciting. It's scary. It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a whole new chapter.
Yes.
But, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You got a lot to go this year. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for y'all. Congratulations on an incredible start. I can't wait to see how the rest of it goes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.